Coming up, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Walmart exclusive Snake Eyes. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video we'll be unpacking and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Walmart exclusive Snake Eyes. So we got these in the mail yesterday when we talked about the Crimson Guard. So we figured we'd do that first and get to this one second. But they're here, and let's go ahead and actually get right into it. So I did order two. As I do with most of the retro figures, I'll get two. I open one, I keep one on the card. So right here, let me see, looking at this, I was doing a little card comparison. Neither of them are mint. They do have some bends at the top right here, which kind of sucks. This one has a little ding here, a ding there. Apart from that, I don't see too much else. This one has a little like scuff right there. A little bit of bending up here around the peg holder. Apart from that, it looks good. But so anyways, so here is your retro Snake Eyes. He's in his commando costume. You can see here they're using the retro Cardback, I guess, for the smaller 4-inch figures that they did. Flip it around, Zartan and Storm Shadow from Wave 3, and here of course the Crimson Guard. Give you a shot of his file card. Good stuff. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and pop him open. I think we're going to open this one. Yeah, this one's got a few more guffs on it, so we'll put this one aside and hang on to him. Sucks. I would like to have a great mint card, but no, not everybody can be a winner. So yeah, we're gonna get out the X-Acto knife for him, and we're gonna cut this around the bubble to pull him out. But first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. So, like we did before, to take this off and try to avoid destroying the bubble, simply just stab the X-Acto in the bubble, and we're just gonna run this completely around. It's all good, ain't a big deal. Get this the rest of the way around. And I've actually dug into the card already. So this was a pretty poor job of cutting this open, but I'm not too picky about it. Got a guff right there, but it'll manage. Here we have Snake Eyes in his plastic dungeon. We'll go ahead and get him out. So we'll set this aside. Crap. And I guess we'll go over the stand first. Let me see if I did any damage to it when I was cutting it out. Nope, I think it just kind of slightly ran into it, but it looks good. So anyways, here is the G.I. Joe version of the stand. You see you have the star and stripes, 2 pegs for the feet. Flip it around, nothing on the bottom, a little bit of embossing from the other side. Once again, please, Hasbro, give all your classified stands. These are great. We definitely need them. Thank you.
And knowing is half the battle.
All right, sorry. Quick break. We had a mosquito flying around, so we had to flick him, and he kind of splattered on the backdrop. So we cleaned that up real quick. All right, but anyways, back to Snake Eyes. We'll go over him. So here is his satchel. As you can see, he's got 3 devices in here. Probably explosives. This does not function. The straps are a little flexible, so you can bend them around. Little knobs on the top of each of those. It's in all black. Cool stuff. Next we will grab out his knife. So here's that. All black blade. Looks like black. Kind of has a greenish tint to the handle. But it works. So it's pretty cool. And that will go, I believe, on his side in the sheath. Alright, next up, we have this suppressor here. So these were a little confusing at first, you know, because it was like, that's quite an odd, you know, tip for something. But, you know, it is what it is. I believe it's a suppressor anyway. But I think this end goes on to, we'll get to it. We'll show you off the guns, and then we'll come back to that. That one was confusing. We've dealt with that one before. All right, so here is his pistol. It does have a small drop magazine coming out from the handle. There is also I guess a black grip. It does have a green tint to it as well. But there is a hole in the front for blast effects. And to test this out, if we want to, we will plug that in the front. And you just have basically an extended barrel. You know, pat, pat, pat. Kind of RoboCop looking.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
So there's that. He also has these 2 grenades here. Pop them out one at a time. So these are either probably, you know, smoke or gas grenades. It does have a little text on the front right there. So if you can make that out. And they're all black with the red stripe, and of course the lettering in white. And he has 2 of those, so we'll put them to the side. Next up is Uzi. What is Snake Eyes without his Uzi? Old school style, very cool. The stock does not extend or retract. It does have this barrel coming off the front. The magazine does not come out. We'll move back over to the suppressor here, flip it around, and that can sort of plug on that, but that looks horrible. I don't know why anybody would do that, so yeah, we'll not worry about that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of this one. You could probably use it any way you wanted to, but so my guess is it's gonna go like that. And there is also a hole in the front of that for a blast effect, if you wanted to add one, if that'll focus. But anyways. All right. So now we'll move on to the man of the hour. And here he is, the retro Snake Eyes in his classic commando outfit. He's cool looking, man. He looks real good. He's just an upgrade, you know, from some of the past versions. A few different parts. I have a few other Snake Eyes here, so I'm gonna go bring some out. Here you have movie classified number 6. Whoops, that fell off. That's all right. Movie classified series number 16. Snake Eyes right here. And number 30, probably the closest to the Snake Eyes, and I'll bring them up for comparison. You know, very similar. It's a bit different, but you know, probably the closest to the classic commando, and this is number 30. So he's great looking. Put him right there. And of course, my favorite of all of them. He's a little modded, but number 52. I'll put him right there. So anyways, we just bring them out as comparison, and we will show the Snake Eyes off. So you can see the height is pretty similar. He looks a bit taller than 30. Yeah, we'll go ahead and toy with him and go over all his gear. So he's got this black web gear. You know, you see a knife right there. There's a type of grenade right here, a pouch. All black. It looks like there is some green tint in certain places. The torso on this is basically almost like a sweater, I think, but it's smooth. Very little details on it. A couple pieces where, you know, you would see stitching and stuff like that on a probably a night ops or spec ops, you know, style military sweater. But that looks pretty good. The goggles have some shine to them. See the mask, there are some like breathing holes. That's on there. So the web gear, I don't think it comes apart. Doesn't look like it. But no, anyways, there's a hole through that runs into the hole in his back. You come down to the left leg, he has a left thigh drop sheath with 2 straps for his knife. And the right side, you have a drop leg thigh pistol holster and magazine holder as well. So we'll go over his articulation. You see the neck can move a bit forward that way, back that way. Head can look up that far and down that far. It's on a ball joint, so we will do a full 360. He has butterfly joints at the shoulders. The arm can do a full 360. Can come out that far. He has rotation in the bicep. Double jointed pinless elbows. You can get that one to crack. Bring it up. Didn't work that well. I'll try this one. The magic is getting that back when it moves like that. There we go. So I can come pretty much straight up. Good stuff. He's got a hinged wrist for his hand, so you can angle that in, angle it out, rotate it 360. Good stuff. Ab crunch, that far forward, that far back. His waist swivel. He has drop legs on both. Legs can go forward this far. Drop them down, try to slide them back. Not too much backward motion. They can come straight out 90 degrees to the side. There is thigh rotation. Double jointed pinless knees. He has calf rotation at the top of the boots. He has a hinge in the foot at the ankle to make it go down that far, up that far, and he can side to side pivot. So good stuff. So far so good. I like him. If we were to compare it with this one, you can see boots are different, knee pads. It looks like the thighs may be the same. The cod piece could be a little different. I have this web gear on that one, this over here, but they are different torsos. The arms are different. You see the heads are very, very similar, but they are not the same. This one, there's a strap to connect to his goggles, and this one is strapless. This figure has pins, this figure doesn't. So even though there's some better detail in that one, this one definitely wins. So I'm happy with it. I like the green accents. I think they're pretty cool. That's really nice. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and gear him up. So first we're gonna take his satchel here, and I think we're gonna put it around this way. So we'll run that over the top like that, so it's hanging on his right side if he needs it. We will take the knife and place that into the sheath right here. Let me see. Spots for the grenades, where are they going to go? They could pretty much go anywhere because they do have this, you know, end hook on it. So you could just bring it around to his back if you wanted to, and probably hang it off of the belt. So we'll put that on like that. So I mean, they could go other places, but you know, for now that's where they're going on this one, because he is going to go on display. So I'd like to try to fit all of his accessories on him, so he has them if they need them, and not end up putting them in a baggie and saving them for a rainy day. And there's that. So what we're going to do is slightly pose him, but we're going to put him on his stand. So we'll flip this around this way. This is the way it's actually supposed to go, the stripes into the star. You have the holes in the bottom of the feet, so find them pegs on the stands and go ahead and plug him in, and he'll have a nice balanced, steady stance, no matter which way you wanted to put him. For the pistol, we'll take that suppressor off and plug this into its holster right here, like that. and then take the pistol and put it in its holster right there. So this, unfortunately, there's nowhere to go, so we're just going to go ahead and load this in his left hand. As two of my other Snake Eyes do have the Uzi in his right, I'm putting this one in his left. And that's because, like, this one is holding his knife and the Uzi, that one's holding the Uzi and a sword, that one's holding a sword. I'm going to have this one hold the Uzi and the pistol. So he's going to be, you know, dual wielding some nice weapons here. You know, going into combat ready, guns a-blazing. That's going to be this version of Snake Eyes. You know, he could be a ninja, but not today because he doesn't have his swords. So he's just going in, you know, ready to go. Aimed up, locked and loaded, and ready for some action. So there he is, and that's the pose I'm giving him. And I think he looks great. So we'll go ahead and put him on the turntable and give you some final thoughts. All right, so here is your G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Wave 4 Walmart exclusive Snake Eyes. Awesome figure. I couldn't say enough nice things about this. He's absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing. The suit really pops. I really dig the all black, you know, the more military commando style as a part to the ninja, you know, with the all black and the green accents. That really works. The only bladed weapon he has is that knife. You know, there's no swords in this one. The smoke, I get, or smoke or gas or whatever they are, grenades that he has on him. Maybe flashbangs, I don't know. But they fit on him pretty much anywhere they can fit. So I went ahead and kind of replicated the cover art right here and threw one over his satchel strap. And that looks good. I decided not to put the suppressor on the pistol. I just have him pulling the pistol, you know, like it's a last-ditch moment. He's got the Uzi in the left hand, ready to raise it. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this stance. It's different than the cover, but you know, I think this will work out fine. He's been popping up in stores across the country along with the Crimson Guard. He's been sold out for quite a minute now. If you were lucky enough to be able to get one, I think you'll enjoy the figure. If you don't have it yet, I would suggest, you know, being on the lookout, and if you do see it, pick it up. I think you'll like it. He has jumped into my number 2 spot for my Snake Eyes figures alone. He has just beat out this one, and it's only because I'm digging the more classic outfit a lot more. The pinless technology is a plus. There's pins on him, so that kind of makes it one flaw, I don't mind that there's no strap around the goggles. That's totally cool. But the chest, you know, the sweater he's wearing is a bit plain. The chest itself is a little too shiny for what it should be. It should be more of a matted, you know, sheen over it. But yeah, apart from that, I don't have any complaints. I think he's great. You know, good posability, good mobility. It's a nice figure all around, and he's going to make a nice addition to the collection. And I think he will yours if you ever come across him and decide to pick him up. But yeah, so I'm going to end it with that one. Again, great figure. He's jumped into my number 2 spot for my Snake Eyes, and I will highly recommend him. So, yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please leave a giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Crossfire Collectibles, and you better watch